Hey Royals, this is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody is doing fine. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to you all. And I hope that this Mother's Day finds all you well and happy. Look, I want to read something to you all. To the mothers, the fathers, and to everybody, but this is the perfect day, I think, is to read this. You know, I said I was going to read my book, and I'm going to keep my word. I'm getting better at it, but you know how I like to do it. John 1 and 1. That's what I want to read. You guys can go and read it for yourself. But it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And in the beginning, the Word. Okay? God spoke everything into existence. Even the things that you see today, because once God spoke a thing, he didn't have to go back to that thing. He knew that everything that would come out of that thing that he spoke. Okay? Just like when he made man from the dirt, he didn't go back to the dirt. He went in the man and brought out the woman. See, he didn't go back to where he started. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go back to the dirt again. He knew what he was doing. So to say that is to say this. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, God knew who you were. He knew who he created you to be. You was Word before you were formed in your mother's womb. Now whatever they named you, that's what they named you. But you were Word before you were formed in your mother's womb. And I thought about something. I said, when people see you coming, what word comes to mind? When they see you, when you see somebody, you be like, oh, you it's this word in your mind, whether you speak it or don't speak it, whether, whether they're intelligent or whatever word. What word comes to mind when people see you? You may not even know that word, but I'm just saying our projection. What word do people see? Because that's what manifests within themselves when they see you, whatever word comes to mind. Now, I'm going to say something else. Your mother and your father was just a transportation to get you here. They had to do what they did to get you here. Okay? But just because they were your transportation to get you here, don't mean you have to drive like them. It doesn't mean you have to ride like them. God called you to your own special purpose. Own purpose. With purpose. But you get to choose if you're going to win or if you're going to lose. You get to choose. Because if the way they lived or the way they loved does not define the way you gonna live or the way you gonna love, you choose that. This is the life that God has given you. This is the day that the Lord has made, and he says, rejoice and be glad in it. He didn't say every day was going to be a good day. He said, rejoice and be glad in it. So on this beautiful Mother's Day, like I said to all the mothers, happy Mother's Day. But when you think about where you came from, I'm speaking to the children, from the mother that you came from. And I'm going to mention the father as well, even though it's not Father's Day. I'll be back to talk to y'all in June. That's coming up soon. You get to choose. Just say for instance this. I've talked about this a little bit before, but this is so very important to me. So very important for people to understand, for the children of the mothers to understand that. Not saying that you have a bad mother or a good mother. And for those whose mothers are no longer here on the face of this earth, you have my condolences to you all. I know a mother's love is not like no other love. And I hope the love that you received from her, if she's no longer here, was good. But there is other love here. I'm not saying it'll match a mother's love, but it's people here that will love you just as hard and just as good. But nothing can beat the mom. That's where you come from. And if it was not such a good situation, that should not, and I hope it does not, dictate how you feel about women. Because we've all experienced some sort of trauma and drama. And what we need to do is forgive. Forgive, because we all fall short of the glory of God. Every last one of us fall short of the glory of God. But as long as we're here, there's still hope. There's still love. So I hope you guys still have your hope and love, and knowing that you will and can be loved in spite of. So I hope that helped you guys on this beautiful Mother's Day, that God spoke you into existence. I know you experienced a lot of negative things, but God already had that taken care of. All you have to do is take the lesson and know there was a blessing in the lesson. If you learned the lesson, that was the blessing in the lesson. So I hope that helped you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.